It's no use working 9 to 5 if you want more than to stay alive. So come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, so come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Take my hand, I know just what to do. Just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. We're dancing. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, come on over, we can make it through, make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do, what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh.
Oh crap, we're on. Hey. Hi everybody. Sorry. The cream puff was good.
It is really good.
Well, everyone, welcome to the Tall Man Cruise Adventures live show, coming to you live this very moment from the SS False Advertising, as we're going to call this the rest of the time. Already buffering.
Yeah.
We had at the internet, people. We'll talk about that a little later. We are going to be covering Deck 7 tonight. We pray to God that it doesn't buffer too much for you, but we are going to plow through. And guess what? We're also going to plow into faux balcony cam.
Yeah.
There it is, right there. We were not going to go 2 nights without a balcony cam.
Am I muted?
Are you muted?
I don't know. I don't hear anything.
You're there.
Okay.
No, you're not muted.
I hear absolutely nothing in my ears.
Really? Nothing.
Mm.
Really?
Yeah.
I hear you just fine. Everybody
Okay.
hears Lisa just fine.
Okay, cool.
We're moving on.
Yeah,
All right,
moving
so
on.
housekeeping notes, guys. All right, so we are on the Emerald Princess, not the SS False Advertising, and we're going to be here for another 4 or 5 days. And if you've ever had a question about the Emerald Princess or Princess in general, and you're with us live, do us a huge favor. Just leave it in the chat. We do answer all the questions before we call it quits for the night. If you are watching the replay, leave it in the comments of the video, because we do answer all of our comments as well. What?
I'm agreeing.
Oh,
I'm
agree.
shaking my head.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
I'm agreeing.
All right, cool. So without further ado, let's get to Deck 7. Hey there, everyone. Today we are on the Emerald Princess. We're on the Promenade Deck 7, which is completely public space. So we are about to do a 360 and give you the full tour. We were standing in we're in the rear of the ship, by the way. So these are the rear or aft elevators and stairs, okay? There's our little ramp down here. Excuse me, everybody. And back here is your Club Fusion. And now there's a ramp up. Ramp up, ramp down. And the lights are actually on in here. It may seem a little bit dark, but no, this is how this club looks. All right, so there is some music playing. So, yep, on that note, I'm going to have to go live because of the music playing there in the club. And so, Club Fusion here in the back of Deck 7. The comedians have been, they've had 3 comedians already this cruise, and they've all been pretty good.
Yeah, they've been packing the house.
Yeah, really. I've just been talking about, there's the stage where the band is, and the mixing console and where the techs hang out is to the right of the stage. They can't even see the musicians when they're sitting in there. That's just a cool little area right sort of next to the stage. I'll be honest, if that was, not on ship. If that was in a club somewhere else, that would be like the VIP area, where you gotta buy the bottle of champagne kind of place.
Right.
Anyway. And so, yeah, a real nice Club Fusion. It's very comfortable. We're just walking around there now so you can see it a little bit more. There's all these little sort of seating areas, and whether it's just tables and chairs or benches and chairs, these sort of, they're not necessarily banquettes, but there's these half circles with benches and tables and stuff, and there's some high tables you see there. There's basically only one way in and out, and it's on the far right side, but there's an emergency exit on the other side, but there's basically just one entrance. Look, guys, I'm 6'4", so you wouldn't be too much taller. We met somebody last night who was 6'8". There is an outside area to the ship, but we will do this on a port day when we're not moving because it is very windy out there. You wouldn't hear anything. Ladies' restroom right outside the club. Here's your medallion class area. Here is where you'll talk to people about your pictures. Old school, right? All these weird looking like things here, those all swing open and all your pictures are hung there. So this ship, at least in concept, there's no digital boards for you to go to see your pictures. I do believe though that you can see them on the app. So it's interesting that they don't have any digital kiosks down here. It's old school, but there is a small digital aspect to it. So here is the Crown Grill. We're gonna walk in here. I just, the look of this place is amazing when the lights are on. You've got coffer ceilings, all the woodwork in here. I mean, it's really a stunning look. Yeah, so I'm just horribly disappointed that the lights are down to an aspect where we just can't see anything. And I don't want to go putzing around with anything. So we are going to eat in here, and so I'll maybe shoot some video and then we can splice it into this video. This crosses over to the other side of the ship. Again, there's an outside area there. Not an outside eating area, just where you can sit and enjoy the world go by. All right, so your Crown Grill. They do some preparation right there. It's got its own kitchen. All right, so you want a show, you sit at one of these tables right here. All right, so we continue on. Did you guys find it interesting, even though it's an old school ship, how much space is here? You rarely find ships that have that kind of real estate wide open like that.
Very true.
There is a desk here for checking out, as well as, whoa, come on. There we go, sorry everybody. As well as a desk there, if you have questions. As we continue forward, this is the Explorer's Lounge. There's some cool little sofas and stuff out here. There's a ramp and stairs here, and over here is just stairs. So you can access it if you're in a scooter. And so this is kind of a neat club. It's not completely enclosed behind a door, but it doesn't feel any less intimate that way, okay? So I love how there's different levels. So there's great views no matter where you're sitting, okay? So your Explorer's Lounge.
This is where they have the art auctions.
Lisa was just saying that's where the art auction was the other day. More doors to get out to the promenade, or the outside deck, I should say. All ships have awards and plaques and things. A lot of times they're hidden, like down where the medical center are, and so that passengers really don't get to see them. Here, it's up here on deck 7 where you can check them all out. Kind of like that. They have them all there. So, midship, elevators and stairs, though the main part of the elevators are here, okay? Again, slightly confusing. You can walk through that little center to get to the stairs, but the main elevators are here. Okay? More shops. If you ran out of makeup or forgot your makeup, they carry all of that here. Chanel, Estee Lauder, Clinique, all kinds of stuff. All right. Essence, your watch store here, okay? We're back in the piazza. This is the very center of the ship. Beautiful. Really, it's a very elegant look. Stained glass there at the top. Those two little black things, those are actually the, there's elevators there, glass front, so you can see through as you're going up. All right, let's continue on. Staying to the right, more Effie ship elevators and stairs. Ladies' room on this side, it was men's on the other. Now these doors, again, remember guys, are typically closed. You're typically not able to access this club because the doors are typically closed, which is men's room here, which is strange because the men's room's behind the door. It's the Explorer's Lounge. We saw it on the other side. But I have found these doors to always be closed. So I'm not sure. We'll try it again, come through here and let you know. But we're gonna go the way that is always open so that you get a sense of what you may have to do if you're walking here yourself, you know, actually on the ship. Morning. All right, so there's that Explorer's Lounge again. Okay. Nope, there was a little Cher playing. So we're gonna go to live voiceover again, and so we're just doubling back. And I'll be honest, I'm not sure why I'm doubling back because there's nothing on the other side here. I guess just to get back to the starting point, which is we started here at the very back of the ship here at the elevator banks, and we always try to do 360, but there's no walkway on the other side of the ship on deck 7, at least inside.
I don't think we went into Club Fusion, which is at the end.
No, we did. We started off in
Club Fusion.
Yeah, we started off in Club Fusion.
All right.
That area right there, all blue. That's where we spoke to the internet people today. We'll talk about that in a minute. But here we go. We're just going to walk over so I guess you can see the other side. Because Club Fusion sort of has a back door as well. Point out there's more restrooms right here. Go. Unisex for the accessible bathroom. Sorry, just. So again, those doors are typically closed, but I mean they're glass, so it almost seems like they would be open. So it just might be whatever event's going on. You know, like when the comedian's there and it's a packed house. When the show is over, they may open those doors for people to flood out. But the only way to go is to go to the right. So maybe it's just a traffic flow. I'm not too sure. But typically the only way to get in is from the other side.
Yeah, I think it depends on what they've got going on in there.
Yeah. Yep. I do as well. So there you have it, everybody. That is your deck 7, at least the inside. We're going to bring you the outside tomorrow so you can see what the outside promenade looks like. And there you have it. Going back live right now. So there you go. All right. Before we go any further, I know you're buffering. So let's just talk about that real fast, okay? We went down to the internet desk today. I spent an hour walking around the ship doing speed tests and taking screenshots of them. Took it down on the desk. I'm like, this can't possibly be the speed. For premium internet, it was between 2 and 2.94. That was the best I got was 2.94 megabits per second. I mean, that is like 10-year-old speed. That's how slow 2 point whatever megabits per second is, or whatever it is. It's horrible, horrible speed. So go down to the desk. I'm showing her stuff and says, nope, that is the average speed of the ship. And so it's a little disconcerting to me, as someone who relies on the internet, being able to be live with you guys and whatever, and that it not be fast enough. So I don't know if it's just because it's their older ship. I don't know, because the ship's 17 years old. Does the new Sun Princess have better internet? I don't know. We may have to go on it to find out. But this is absolutely pitiful for speed. Now, on the plus side of that, the lady that I spoke to just called our cabin not 3-4 minutes before the stream started, and she'd put a ticket in to quote unquote boost the signal here in the cabin, which she said they've done it and this is all we're going to have. Now, what I find interesting, even though I know that we've been doing some buffering, when I opened the program up to start, it does a speed test. It got a 16.9. Now, I'm telling you, at 16.9, I can broadcast in 4K. I can have on 3 guests. 16.9 is good. So why we're buffering, I don't know, because obviously the speeds are just not steady. So we have some options, and I'm going to leave it up to you guys to vote. And we're going to stay on here long enough for you guys to catch up. Okay? We can continue to do it this way, where you hang with us and we have a very delayed conversation, but we can at least be with you live and do this. Okay? That's option 1. So vote 1 if you want us to still do this every night. Option 2, we can pre-record the show and try to get it uploaded. I don't know when, because the upload speeds are worse than the download speeds. Okay? That would be option 2. All right? So let us know what you prefer, option 1 or option 2. Keep on doing the live streams, and you guys can just, deal with the little bit of buffering. Again, I don't know how bad it is. Or 2, we abandon live shows here for the rest of this trip and do pre-recorded shows for you guys. Option 2. Now, if you're choosing option 1 and the buffering is still this bad, we can do 2 choices there now. Okay? We can stay in the cabin, or we can go somewhere else in the ship. If it's just going to be this bad everywhere, maybe we just go sit outside, so at least you're looking at something other than the backs of our heads because there's a mirror behind us. I'll leave it up to you. So if you're going to choose option 1, right? Option 1, cabin, or option 1, outside. Okay? Let us know. All right. So
Sounds good.
So that is the story here about the internet. So let's say hello to everybody. There's
Yes.
probably not many people here, but we're going to say hello to those who said hello to us in the beginning.
Yes, exactly.
And right away, Lori's like, "Hi, Lori. The buffering has begun."
Oh.
Like right off the bat.
Man.
That makes 0 sense.
Right.
Hello, Dr. Cherie. Welcome to
Hi.
the broadcast. Charles says SS Disappointment
Hi.
has not failed. No, not SS Disappointment. SS False Advertising.
Yes.
The ship is not a disappointment. We're having a fantastic time.
We are. Yes, we are.
And a big hello to you anyway.
Yes. Hi.
Everybody's saying hello to one another. Hello, Justina. Welcome.
Hi.
So glad you guys are on tonight. And we are glad
Thank
to be
you.
here as well. We just wish it was closer in time.
Yes.
All right, closer in time.
Yes.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. You must be talking about the food we were eating. We have what's
Cream
left
puffs and crostadas and fruit tarts.
of it. Yep, the fruit tart. I've only got like the one little bite left of that. And this looks like a piece of apple pie, but it's not. It's something else.
It's crostada.
A crostada.
Does it taste like an apple pie?
It tastes like an apple pie. Here,
Well, then I'm going with apple
take a
pie.
bite.
Oh.
Oh, what the heck is a crostada anyway?
I think it's breadier than an apple pie,
Maybe.
but yeah, pretty much apple pie. Thank you.
When Charles, when you said less than 2 minutes to the song, we were already 1 minute into the song.
Yeah.
Hello, Macrina. Welcome.
Hi.
Bev.
Hi.
A minute and a half behind already. No. Hello, Tuesday.
Hi.
Welcome, even though it's Saturday. Yes, Macrina, we had a balcony cam. We'll give you some more balcony cam.
There
Actually,
you go.
that is deck 7 cam.
Mm-hmm.
Out the side of the ship. We were contemplating, where to go, but we really seemed to get some really great shots from that part of the ship. You'll see deck 7 on the outside tomorrow. Justina, no, it's not the music. It's nothing we're doing. Signal is signal is signal. Doesn't matter what I put into this program to broadcast to you. It's just signal. So if my system requires it's literally 5.6 megabits to be at 1080p. It doesn't matter what I'm playing, music, videos, or just us on screen. It's all the same. It needs the 5.6 megabits.
And it needs to be steady.
Correct.
And I think
Needs to
that's
be
the
steady.
problem we're having.
And they can hear you, so that's awesome.
Yay!
I'm afraid to say it, says Lori. Yeah, don't say it. Don't say it.
Yeah.
And yes, you did correct yourself. Yes.
Oh,
SS
yes.
false advertising. Yes. Yes. And he's also agreeing. It's not the music. It is not. Yes. Patricia says hello. Oh, you walk 14.
Hi.
We're currently at what, 13,500 or something for the day. So you've got us
You beat us today.
14,000. That's a lot of steps, guys.
It
That's
is.
a lot of steps.
Yeah.
So everybody's going with option 1. So guess what? They're not that far behind.
No.
You're about 2 to 3 minutes behind.
Okay, that's not as bad as it was yesterday. So hopefully that little boost
Hey,
that we were supposed to
Antonio. Hey,
get.
buddy. How you doing?
Hi.
You need to send me an email. I got to talk to you.
Yeah, we've been missing you.
Yeah, hope all is well.
Yeah, absolutely.
No buffering now. Yes, no buffering now. Okay.
Yay.
So it's
Okay.
just behind in time. So the vote so far is to continue streaming.
Yes.
And now we just need to know cabin or outside the cabin. So right, cabin or outside. No buffering now. I love lives best. Of course. And
Yeah,
that's
we
why
do
we do these.
too.
We absolutely love that.
Yeah.
So while we're waiting for them to catch up with us, let's talk a little bit about the day. Today we were in Antigua,
Yes.
not Antigua, Antigua. And you saw a lot of that in the highlights video today. It was, we did not spend a lot of time off the ship. We were on the ship doing a lot of work today for you guys for the future. And so we did not spend a lot of time, but we did get off for a few minutes. It did, most of the day it was pleasant, but it did rain a little bit for probably a half an hour. Caribbean island type rain, not like, it was just sort of
Yeah.
a nuisance kind of rain.
Yeah.
And then it was gone.
Yeah. Just a little bit and then done.
Yeah.
Sun
Yep.
came back out and we were good.
Yep. So, so with Antigua, there's no real port like you may have experienced in other Caribbean islands. So the only gated or protected area, whatever you want to call it, is just where the ship is.
Yeah.
And
at the dock.
And so when you get off the ship, you walk up that concrete thing. There's a little gate where you show them your thing. That's it. After you pass that, you're in the public.
Yes.
Okay. So there's no port shopping area. The shopping area is there, but it's open to everybody.
Yes.
Okay. Even though there's duty free and all that kind of stuff, it's not sort of in.
It's not secluded.
It's not secluded.
Yeah.
Right? It's not I want to say protected area, but it's more waterfront than port.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
And try outside for test. Patricia, we did. The first 3 nights we were outside. 2 of them had rain, and the other was buffering just as bad as this.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is a bit easier for us because we don't have to carry everything up and out and this and that. Outside is nice if it's not raining. Correct.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, being this far south in the Caribbean, even though rain isn't in the forecast, it could crop up out of the middle of nowhere.
Those little clouds can build fast.
Correct. And just boom, and then shoom, we're done. And then it really messes things up. So, but we can try to maybe go from the library. I don't know. We'll try something else. I don't know. If you want us to try to go outside the cabin, we will do our best. Like I said, it's much easier for us in the cabin, but we're not always about making things easier for us. Not always.
No, we're not.
Not always. But we got this nice view right here, even in the cabin right now. So
Yeah.
We will take the outside votes with a grain of salt for now and see if we can go outside. We'll see what we can do. Anyway, so there's tons of shopping, bars, and food. Just like every other port, it's just on the public side because there's no real protected area. Very comfortable walking around. The streets are a little bit narrow. Lots of people around. I will say there was a lot more panhandling here.
Yeah.
So
I think so.
Oh, lots of people coming up. You want to buy this? Do you want to buy that?
Trays full of little handcrafted things that they've made. It's just $3.
Yeah.
You want your hair braided? I mean, there was a lot of that.
Yeah. Of course, the tours as well. Hey, we'll take you around the island or whatever. So there was far more of that than normal, and part of that's because the shopping area isn't a protected area; it's open to the public.
Correct.
So anybody can walk in there.
Yes.
So, and then we walked out past what I would call the waterfront. More into the city front. It's still right there.
It is.
And showed you a lot of that in the highlights as well. And so, it was just really nice. So this is another one of those islands that, you don't necessarily have to take an excursion from the cruise line to go have a good time. You can get off the ship, you can walk around, you can make your own time around the city center there, or you could take an excursion from someone that you meet on the outside. Obviously, keep your head on a swivel and keep your smarts and wits about you and try to do it in a group.
Yes.
Okay.
You definitely want the more, safety in numbers.
Correct. We only bring that up because we talked a little bit about it last night. There's just so many of the Caribbean ports right now that are not necessarily the safest. And so taking excursions or walking out past the port on your own is just not advisable. Antigua is not one of those places. It was real fun. In fact, earlier in the day, there was a steel drum band playing out sort of as you come out of the gated area where the ship is. It's literally, you walk off the ship, you walk down the pier, there's the gate. After that, you're in the public area. But there was a pretty decent-sized steel drum band playing down there, and I wanted to get down there before that, but we just didn't get to it fast enough. They were gone before we got there.
Yeah, they were. Well, we didn't get off the ship until pretty late anyway.
I was going to show them I could hang.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. Yeah, so Antigua was real nice.
Yeah, it was.
We didn't buy any trinkets here. As you see, we're not wearing, Antigua trinkets like we were last night with the St. Kitts trinkets. So, yeah, it was real short, real fine, real easy.
Yeah.
So there's that. Couple other things that we've learned today. Up on the buffet, there we've explained it to you before. There's like these two little pods on opposite sides of the buffet, and then in the back there's like a U. Well, at nighttime, that U becomes a specialty restaurant.
Yeah,
I guess.
I guess so.
And it's a mixture. It's not the same every night. On some nights they have barbecue, which is $15.
Mm-hmm.
And on other nights they have what they call the Crab Shack, and that is $39. Okay, so again, deck 15, back of the buffet area is they convert it, if you will, to more like a specialty restaurant. So they're trying to make use of space, or trying to make another buck.
Yeah, well,
Right.
half the buffet is open as buffet, and again, the other half is flexible, I guess.
Yep. So there's that. So something else I want to clear up today. I have a retraction to make.
Yes, both of us.
Yep. We are going to be recategorizing our pizza list.
Yes.
We've gone back. I had 2 pieces today. I had 1 cheese and 1 pepperoni, or 1 margarita, 1 pepperoni. And we are going to move Princess up a notch.
Yeah.
And so MSC is still number 1.
Agreed.
But I will say Princess was pretty close.
Yeah.
If MSC from a scoring standpoint is 100, I would call this a 90.
Okay.
And I would call Carnival an 80.
Okay.
Right?
I would
mean,
probably give Carnival an 85.
Okay. I could go with
In
that.
Carnival, I think is pretty close to Princess Pizza, but I think Princess has the edge. Plus, it doesn't look like an amoeba.
Yeah, it's a slice of pizza.
It's a slice of pizza.
Yeah, and that's a big thing for me to vote, right? It's interesting to me now that I've gone back and had it a second time going, wow, that what I had today, it was absolutely nothing like the first piece.
Agreed.
Macrina, did you guys try the pizza again? It's like she's reading our mind. You're 3 minutes behind us. So, but again, because what has happened over the past multiple days is I walk by there multiple times a day and I see them making the pizza and they're tossing the dough and I'm like, how could that crust taste like a cracker? Because that's what it tastes like to me the first day. It was very thin. It was brittle. It reminded me of biting into a saltine. I'm like, man, that just isn't right. Anyway, so I'm like, let's go. So today for lunch, we had pizza, and it was really good. Now, I will also add this. The 2 pieces we got were fairly fresh. They hadn't been sitting around a while. So they cut them, put them on the plate. We took them to sit down. By the time I got towards the end of the second one, it wasn't really as good the colder it got. You know, some pizzas just, it doesn't matter hot or cold, you're going to eat it, it's great.
And then there are others that, you have to eat it while
really,
it's hot. I get it. I've had those before. Yeah.
Yep. So anyway, retraction, we are redoing the list. MSC 1, Princess 2, Carnival 3. Everybody else,
not even
way down the list from a
down.
scoring standpoint. Yeah, it's way down the list. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what you guys are talking about.
All right.
Outside. Inside is the only place with uplift of speed. That is correct. Yeah, just by our cabin, quote unquote, Patricia. So yeah. And Bev says whatever's easiest on you is fine with them. Okay. Antonio, that's how they get you. They lure you out with steel drum music, and then next thing you know, bada bang! Buy this diamond necklace. Yes, Macrina, we did eat the pizza. Just you'll catch up.
Yep.
Yes, she's in your head. So look, guys, you're not that far behind us now.
No, yeah.
So there must have been a big jump. Speaking of jumping, if you're watching the screen and you see the balcony cam jump, we only recorded like a minute, and I had to loop it for like 45 minutes. Speaking of which, I don't think I looped the whole thing here. Yeah, I did. Oh, you know what? I didn't. Hang on, guys. I'm such a bad host. That's the original video.
Is it? It's not even the loop?
No, I didn't drop in the new one. I spent 20 minutes making a video for you guys. Good Lord, Robert. Where is it? Emerald Princess faux balcony cam. There it is right there. There we go.
Okay.
That will be less jumpy. It's still a loop, but I put some extra loving into it. Antonio's like, I like the amoeba pizza.
We do too.
We do too.
Yeah.
It just, not everybody can be number one. And it may be like, if MSC's 100, it might mean this is a 95 and Carnival's a 92. There's not a huge spread between the three. But I will say MSC stands out for the whole thing. The Princess and Carnival, they're really close to one another.
Yeah.
It'd just be nice to see, they're making the effort to make these pizzas. Just Carnival, make a pizza.
It can be round,
Yeah, it's, not that there's anything wrong with the amoeba, but yeah, it can be round. So there was something else that I felt that was on our list to talk about today, and of course, we're stupid. We don't write lists.
No, why would we do that?
Because that would just be too freaking easy.
The pizza was what was in my head the whole time. You got to talk about that pizza. Got to talk about the pizza.
Yeah. If you can have pizza delivered anywhere here on the ship, it just costs you money. Room service is not free.
No, it's not.
There's a charge for that. There are passenger count. I know. The other
Oh,
passenger count.
yeah. There
So
you go.
if you guys go to Vacations to Go, which I've talked about it before, anytime I want to look something up about a ship, I go to Vacations to Go because they have a really good the deck plans and information on the ship and all that stuff, and it's very easy to get the stuff. According to their website, this ship holds 3,080 people, if I remember correctly. Macrina, if you want to double check me while we're talking, please go ahead and do that. But I believe it said max capacity 3,080. So when we got on the ship, when we were getting our actual medallions, we asked the guy, and he said like 3,100 and something. I'm like, what? Are you overbooked? And he goes, yeah, but usually there's people who don't show up. It happens every cruise. I'm like, wow. If they actually did that, it's a little uncool, meaning overbook. What if everybody does actually show up? Anyway, he says, come back, the next day when we're into the cruise now and we'll know what the final number is. So we actually went back today and we asked them, so what's the passenger count? And it says on the ship right now is 3,141 passengers with 1,200 crew. Again, 3,141. I said, okay, but doesn't the ship like max capacity, like every berth, 3,080? And she corrected us. She said it's 3,200. So when they went into dry dock in 2019, they must have added some berths, some cabins, or something to boost the passenger count from 3,080 to 3,200. So just note, the ship holds 3,200, and amazingly, almost every berth is filled.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we've been on sold out ships. MSC was sold out, max capacity like 5,800, but we only had 4,800. Every cabin was filled, but not every berth. This ship, just about every berth is filled.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
So there's a lot of triples and quads sailing.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I know what else we want to tell them.
Oh, yeah?
We have a big tip for you.
Oh, yeah.
And from Mike Ham, is it Mike that's going on in November?
Maybe. Yes. Yes, I believe it is.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
3,082 passengers. Yep. No.
Yeah.
It's
3,200.
According to them, it's 3,200, and right now on the ship is 3,141 people.
Yes.
So anyway, okay. So we have a tip for you guys. All right. So first of all, the last 3 ports. Every port we've been to, we have been the only ship there.
Yes.
It has been awesome.
Yeah.
It has been quiet. It has been comfortable. Moving around has been easy. Anything you want, there's not a long line out there. And it's just been really nice. Yeah. So often we're on cruises and there's like 4 or 5 ships in ports, and things are just hectic and congested. Not the past 3 ports for us, so we'll see how that maintains. So here's the big tip. So on the last 3 ports, no tenders, right? And so you're just, you go through security, walk off the ship, and boom, you're on the pier. All right. So they have a the forward elevators and the midship elevators are open for you to leave the ship. However, they only want you to come back on in the midship. I mean, they physically corral you and over here. Like, okay. So it gets a little congested. Now, once you go through and do your little medallion thing and put your stuff through the scanner and go, there's only 4 elevators right there. Oh, there goes the stinking camera again. I turned you off. I turned him off. I turned you off. You bloody. We decided to go with the nicer camera, guys, because it just creates a better view. And I literally turned, normal tracking got turned back on.
How did that happen?
I don't know. Here we are. If it happens again, I know how to fix it quickly enough. So it's just one of those. It's like, wait a minute, it's moving. It shouldn't be moving. It's like, Jesus. God. Okay, so here's your tip. Do not wait for one of those elevators, y'all. You will be there for absolutely forever. If you don't have mobility challenges, walk up one flight of stairs from deck 4 to deck 5, and 4 elevators turns into 6. However, the other 2 are the glass elevators that sort of overlook the atrium or the piazza, okay? But they do go up to deck 16, but they stop at deck 5. So they don't go all the way down to the bottom. So just walk up the one flight of stairs, and there's going to be 2 elevators there where there's no one waiting to get on them.
Yep.
Yesterday, we waited for 10 minutes for an elevator. We never got one. We was like, let's go. So we walked up one flight of stairs, hit the button. The elevator was there in seconds.
Right there.
Today, we're doing what we did yesterday. We literally just walked up the steps, pressed the button, and the elevator was right there. It's like, this is great. So for anybody coming on the Emerald Princess, on any port day, when you get back on the ship, don't just go through security, walk up one flight of steps, and get on one of the glass elevators.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay?
That'll save you a lot of time.
Yes.
10 minutes we'll never get back from yesterday.
Exactly. Right? On top of the 45 minutes at the show. Antonio C says, yes, they put beds in those utility closets. I don't know where they carve out, another, let's just call it 120 beds, but they have put another 120 berths in here somewhere.
Apparently.
Yep. Princess website fact sheet says 3,090 lower berths. So, that could be the case, but it also seems that, let's add 110 to that number, is a tiny number when it comes to 3rd and 4th passengers. Right? So, and typically the numbers that are on vacations to go is max capacity, not just lower berths. So just a conundrum there. Antonio, yes, Hal is alive. But that is not Hal, that is Pal.
Yes.
Hal went back in the box. We used Hal last night. Hal doesn't give us any problems, oddly enough. It's Pal that gives us the problems. But Pal looks so much better. So
Pal has a better picture.
It does.
Yeah.
Even though we can't broadcast in 4K, I'd probably be broadcasting in 720p. Maybe.
Yeah, but maybe if the camera is better to begin with, maybe it shows up better even at the lower speed. That's what I'm hoping.
Well, worst case scenario, if we had to put up the recording of this, it's a better video. Mm-hmm. So, and of course, it's hard to see much anyway because we're just a tiny box over there in the corner, but we're here in our yellow bedroom. Guys, it's not really that yellow. It against the camera and the lighting, all that stuff. It's more of a browny beige in here. But with the lights on and the things and the ambient light that is picking up, it looks a little more yellowy, but it's not yellow in here. Don't be like,
it's not.
Man, God, those cameras are horrible. No,
it's not.
Macrina says, I think they added bound beds. Okay, either way, bunk beds. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Would be my thought. Adding additional berths within some of the cabins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt. Well, we saw was the ship that had the quad?
Yes, I believe so.
So it was an inside cabin just like this, except over here where the picture was, there was a bed bolted to the wall.
Yeah.
Right? Same on this side. In fact, here, I can probably, well, if I show you, it's going to mess up. Here we go. This is R315. This is an inside stateroom, but it is set up for a quad, meaning you have 2 lower beds and you have 2 upper beds. Now, the reason why I chose to show this is how they were done, if you want to say back in the day. The ship was built in 2007. Nowadays, they find a way to build them into the ceilings, or they build them into the sofas, and so you don't see. Anyway, so that's what quads look like, right? That's how they did it back in the day, and or adding berths after the fact, right? So, when these ships go into dry dock and they do things, they're not ripping these cabins out. I mean, they do refurbishments and things to them, carpet, new this, new that, but they're not being ripped out. What I mean by that is when the ship is built, all these cabins are built off-site as little moving boxes. They're all self-contained, 100%. The wiring is in, the plumbing in it is in, all that stuff. And they get delivered 10 or 20 a day, and they get onto a big lift, lifts them straight up the side of the ship, and they push them into whatever deck they're supposed to go to, and then they push them into place, and they get bolted down. Then they connect the power with a, and then they connect the water with a, and the cabin's ready, and that's it.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, they have to lay the mattress down and stuff, but so, if they're going to refurbish or add, they're not, they can't get these cabins out. They'd have to rip out everything in between the hallways and all that stuff. So it's interesting, how they take older ships and do things to them. So anyway, so tomorrow we're in St. Martin tomorrow.
Yes.
What are we doing?
We haven't even talked about it. What are we doing?
I don't know. Anybody ever been to St. Martin before? No. We have video to take care of tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we are recording some videos, some tips and tricks videos for you guys tomorrow. So we are not, we've been to the naked beach before. We're not going to go again. It was eye-opening. Sorry. That would have been so much better if I got it right the first time. I don't even have the little drum thing anymore, do I?
I don't know.
No,
Did you take it out?
I did. I took it out to put in, that.
Well, that's more important.
I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
That's totally more important.
But I got that. I can use that. Should put a gong on there for the gong show. Anyway, bunk beds. Antonio says, "Wow, can you say claustrophobic?" Yeah. Look, guys, I feel any inside cabin, at least for adults, 2 is about all I would ever want to see. I remember when we had our daughter with us, and we took an inside cabin a couple times with her. It's a little rough.
It is.
Especially at night. Now, of course, pre-COVID, during the day, the cabin steward would come in and put the bed up, and so it would be out of the way.
Yes.
Okay. Post-COVID, depending on the cruise line you go on, that bed may be permanently out the entire time.
Yeah.
Again, Carnival. You only get room service now once a day.
I believe Royal is the same.
Yep, Royal
Yeah.
was the same.
Princess, though.
We're getting 2 sometimes.
Sometimes
he's been in
3.
here 3 times a day,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
we're enjoying the heck out of this.
Yeah.
It was the same thing with MSC. They're twice a day.
Yep.
Yep. So now also from a height thing, we couldn't be doing what we're doing right now in that quad if those beds were down. We couldn't sit here.
No.
Because it'd be hitting me in the head. Patricia's like, we have one naked beach in Toronto. Yeah, well, St. Martin, half
is Dutch, half is French.
Right, and that half, is clothing optional. Yep. So I forget the name of the beach. There was, we were talking about it earlier. Name escapes me, but it's okay.
So we're going to the French side?
No.
I thought we were on the Dutch side. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. Just go to Maho Beach, the airport beach. Been there. Yes, been there, done that. Just, I don't know. We got to get some videos done for you. We just do. We have 5 more videos we need to pre-record before we leave this ship.
Yeah.
For you guys, stuff that we're doing, tips and tricks. Like I said, type videos. And typically people that do that don't do it from the ships, right? They sit in their office or wherever they are doing it. But if we're going to talk about a cabin, we're going to do it from in the cabin. We're going to talk about a buffet. We're going to do it from the buffet, right? That's just how we roll. The Tallman clan. Tallman clan. I think it's time for a snack. Who's having snacks tonight?
Yeah, what are you guys eating?
What are you guys eating? We told you what we're eating. Mine's almost all gone, but
yeah, I got a couple more bites on my tart.
No, that tart is gone. That cream puff is amazing, though.
It is.
I will say their pastries are spot on. Really. Oh.
Yeah, that's really good. And that was a huge tart too.
Oh God, it was big.
Yeah, usually tarts are like this. That was huge.
And by the way, Macrina, you're talking about the beach where you hang onto the fence when the planes leave and your feet go dangling in the air, or it rips your clothes off, one of the two, or both. Been there, done that. She hasn't.
I have not.
No, I've been to St. Martin as an entertainer multiple times to perform here. So, Dr. Cherie is eating popcorn.
Yay! I had popcorn last night.
Laurier is having what we call cheesy air. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, thank you, by the way.
Yes, thank
God,
you.
speaking of which, God, aren't we horrible YouTubers? horrible content creators. For those who haven't done it yet, do us a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, become part of the Tall Man Clan. It is free to you, cost you absolutely nothing, and it really does help out the channel, and my wife and I would sincerely appreciate it down the bottom of our heart. We really will. If we haven't said so recently, we are currently live on the Emerald Princess. We are in our cabin, as you can see right now. This is an inside cabin. Well, maybe you can't tell, but it's an inside cabin.
With lots of mirrors.
Lots of mirrors, yeah. Deck 11, which is the Baja deck, so our cabin is Baja 733. What you're looking at on the screen, we call it faux balcony cam. This is actually a view from the Deck 7 promenade. We recorded this a little earlier today. That was the sun setting today. So, Antonio's like, do a live stream from the naked beach. Yeah, don't think so, buddy. You're trying to get me arrested, aren't you? Yeah. Anyway, and so we are literally live right now with doing things like this live. Sometimes there's some buffering, so just hang in there with us. It's honestly just amazing that we can even attempt to do this from a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean. However, we're just a little more flustered with the fact that this particular
Thank
cruise
you.
line, oh yeah, everybody gets applause for the thumbs up. Drink. Man, that puff pastry was stiff. No, I'm kidding. We're just a little more flustered or frustrated with the fact that we weren't in the least expecting to have internet challenges on this particular ship.
No.
For multiple reasons. One, it's a Carnival Corporation ship. And the other Carnival Corporation ships, at least Carnival ships we've been on, their Wi-Fi is blazing fast no matter where we are on the ship. On an open deck, in our cabin, we can stream from everywhere. And it's no buffering, period. In fact, the internet was so good. We were streaming to two locations at one. We've done it a couple times, this and our Facebook page, but we did on our channel and Mark and Rocky's channel, This Cruise Life. Now, it did crash, but it wasn't because of the internet. Something happened within my program, and it cut out off their channel. It left the chat going for some reason, but cut the video, and I don't know why, but that was not an internet issue. That was a software issue. That's how fast the internet is. So Princess, also being part of the Carnival Corporation, I'm like, okay, they're going to have blazing on speed. Plus, they advertise themselves as having the fastest Wi-Fi at sea.
Yeah.
Thus, our new nickname for them, the SS False Advertising.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
Yes.
So you are all caught up to speed. And, oh yeah, go to our Facebook group too, if you don't mind. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. Just search Tall Man's Cruise Adventures there on Facebook. Answer the two questions, right? What was the first cruise ship you ever been on? What was your first cruise ship? If you've never been on one yet, but you're about to go on one, just put not yet, none. It doesn't matter. Put something in there. And the second question is agreeing to the group rules, which is essentially just be nice. We don't, just be nice. That's it. If you don't, it declines you automatically. So you just got to answer the two questions. And then, because we post different stuff there in the Facebook group than we do here on YouTube. In fact, I turned on the camera tonight when we were at dinner for a few minutes. If I had the gimbal, I would have kept it going the whole time, and y'all could have watched us eat. But so we do some different things there on Facebook. Eventually, we will be doing the same thing for our Patreons and or members. As we grow that community, we'll be doing special Patreon stuff.
Yes.
Okay? So let's back up. You guys are chatting away now. This is awesome.
Yes. Well, we were asking what everybody was snacking on.
Then Antonio came and wanted us to broadcast live
Yes.
from the Naked Beach.
Yes, and you got sidetracked.
Macrina's like, though, yeah, usually the ones who go to the Naked Beach aren't worth the filming.
Exactly.
Does the horn play the Love Boat song? No, it does not. Lori, if I'm going to go back and play the highlights. In the highlights tonight, the captain was blowing the horn as we were leaving. I've actually caught that horn several times now, which is great. So we're going to add it to our horn list.
Yes.
But let me go to the highlights real fast. I'm turning on my volume and turning this one down for a minute. I got to go find it. I'm not going to make you guys watch the whole video again. So I'm just going to somewhere close to here. Okay, right there. That's where it is. So let's back it up just a little bit and turn it on.
Stay up until the morning
Yeah, so that was the ship's horn as we were pulling out of Antigua today. I have even a better one for when we were leaving Fort Lauderdale. I happened to be up there trying to just in the right place at the right time. It wasn't on purpose, and like, boom! Wow, that's a great horn. So actually, it wasn't.
It was St. Kitts,
Yeah,
wasn't it? Wasn't
it
it yesterday?
I don't remember.
I think it was yesterday,
Was it
St.
yesterday?
Kitts.
It could have been. It was because we were eating in Sabatini's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, on last night's highlights too, I got the ship's horn.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice if they played, something like Disney, play the Love Boat
Right?
song, but, I guess they haven't thought that far ahead. Antonio's like, on the Naked Beach, you'll need a special friend to help you with the sunblock. Oh, you're sure this isn't Danny Mac?
I think it may be Danny posing as Antonio. Yeah.
Hadn't did the bee thing since the beginning. Excellent. Love it, Macrina. Thank you.
Nice. Yeah.
So does that mean I should play the highlights again with the song? Because I know you guys love the song. Do you want me to do the whole highlights thing again? And let me know, and I'll play it for you if you want. Okay, in Cozumel, we were next to the Princess ship, and it played the Love Boat song. Really?
Really?
Yeah, no, this boat, obviously it wasn't installed on this ship.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool.
Do you know what ship it was?
Yeah.
It
Let us know if
it
you
says here,
do.
the other Princess ships do play the Love Boat song here in Puerto Rico and record it. How fun. And record it.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel cheated now.
Yeah, me too. Wow.
Internet and no Love Boat song.
Yeah. Oh my.
So is it like burr, 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 burr? I mean, is it like the horn or is it out of a loudspeaker? Is it, because, it's like the Disney. I mean, those are horns. I mean, I love that. Horns. Anyway, so, yeah, so let us know if you wanted to play that highlight since it was screwed up back then if we're not buffering anymore.
Yeah.
Antonio says, I was offended when you said it only, you had only worried about Danny Mac in 101 and you left me out. All right, so you're trying to catch up. Okay.
All right. All right.
I don't remember you being on that side of things.
I don't remember that either.
So, sure.
I just remember all the, name that tune things. That was awesome. But I don't remember us having to censor you.
Yeah. And Antonio, that's fine. You are officially invited to go sit at the little boys' table. Okay. Over there, it's in the corner. Right? Yeah, everybody's like, play it, play it, play it, play it. Okay. It's just like you did it, Robert. It's a horn. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Lori. Yeah, we're getting cheated.
Yeah.
Cheated out of our internet and cheated out of our Horns! All right, I'm going to roll it. Here we go.
All right.
Highlights for the day.
So here we go again, it's no surprise. 'Cause we know better than to roll the dice. So take this love and try to make it new. You can't fight it when it feels so true. You drive me crazy like no one else. The final moment before I lose myself. And it's no use working 9 to 5 if you want more than to stay alive. So come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. We stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, so come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. We stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh. Take my hand, I know just what to do. Just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. We're dancing. We stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, so come on over, we can make it through, make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do, what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. We stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh.
By the way, that last shot was literally from tonight, from the bow of the ship on the what's called the upper promenade. You'll actually see it tomorrow because that's tomorrow's
Video.
video that we're going to do. The content we're going to show you is the outside of deck 7, but it also turns into deck 8 in the front. Anyway, that's where that video was taken from. It's just there's nothing in the way. It's beautiful. You can't go up there when we're going full speed because it's just too windy because it's really right at the front of the ship. Yeah, Patricia, we actually talked about that in one of our news broadcasts that we did before we had been cruising because they announced that some months ago. They are going to be doing the original Love Boat cast. They're out in New York for one cruise. So, yeah, that'll be fun. It's playing with no buffer. Woohoo!
Nice. That makes me happy.
By the way, Antonio says, Danny has corrupted me. Thank you, Macrina. You don't have to do that. We'll go find it. I didn't know I should look for it, so now I know. I'm gonna go find the captain. And I'm going to have words with him. If Chris was here, he would be egging me on.
Right.
Go do it, man. Charles like, wow, no buffering. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
awesome.
Thank you. So glad we got through it. So maybe we need to, I told you this, what was it yesterday? We're going to start the show. We're going to let music run for 10 minutes. We're not even going to sit in front of the freaking camera. We're just going to turn it on and go for a walk. When we come back, we'll start the show.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it seems that the first 10 minutes are always messed up, and then
it seems to clear
yeah,
up. What am I doing?
You're out of camera here. What's going on? Hang on.
Well, I got up. So do I need to slide over?
No, I think we just readjust pal.
Okay.
He's moved on his own a couple times.
Yeah.
All right. So now that we're live, how y'all doing? Or at least like live, everybody's caught up. Oh, you know what? We have a group cruise coming up, everybody. Next year in 2025, it'll be our very first group cruise. We've never done one. We want you to come with us. All right? So if you want to know, I put a little video together about it. Here is our group cruise.
Come join us November 8th, 2025.
There'll be meet and greets,
Parties,
pineapples.
ducks, and of course the live shows.
Don't miss our first ever group cruise. We'll see you on the horizon. Well, there you go. So the Carnival Horizon, it is an 8-day southern itinerary, the ABC Islands, if you will, Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao. It does, again, go out of Miami, 8 days. So $50 deposit, guys. That's all it takes right now. $50. That's it. Okay. Cabins, we still have some left. I don't have an updated count. In fact, I was supposed to send her an email, which I forgot to send an email. Inside cabins are around 700-ish and change per person. That's taxes and everything. Ocean views are around 900 and something per person, and balconies around 1,200 and something per person. There is onboard credit for each cabin. But if you want to be part of any of the group activities, you must book through the group. Now, this being said, we are not travel agents. We're not doing this to make money off of you. Most YouTubers out there are travel agents, and they start their channels to earn more customers. Yes, their stuff is a service for people without a doubt. But we're not travel agents, right? So we have nothing to gain other than to get to meet you guys face to face for the very first time. So please join us. Just send me an email right there. tallmanscruiseadventures@gmail.com. All right, and I will forward you the agent who is booking this for us. Her name is Kathy. Kathy is part of the agency that we've used forever. It's usually just the one person that I've been dealing with, but he's on the road, so Kathy is helping us with this group, okay? A lot of the people that are commenting right now in the live chat are already booked in the cruise, so if you are new to the channel watching now, make sure just send me an email, and I will forward the information to you, all right?
Yes,
so there
we
you
are
go.
going to have a good time.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And as soon as we get clear of this and back home and you know, into the regular thing, I'm going to start dreaming up all the crazy we are going to be doing. Yes. We're going to have some fun.
Yeah, we will.
It's going to start by making Macrina walk the plank. Walk the plank, girl. Maybe it's Danny. I don't know. One of the two of them. Okay. Antonio, again, please email me. Don't forget. Just please email me. Thank you. Lori was like, we were parked next to the Horizon in Cozumel, decent sized ship. Yeah,
Yeah.
It really is. I forget what it is. I looked it up at once, but I can't look at anything now because if I do, it'll crash the system, what little system we have right now. No, actually, I only have one internet device paid for, and so I have to transfer from the computer to my phone when I want to use the phone to look on the internet, and I can't do anything else when this software is running on this screen. So, but yeah, it's a decent sized ship. Mm-hmm. Whoop whoop. Robert, do we want to do the group? And we want, Robert, we do want to do the group and we want a balcony. Is it too late on that? I don't think so. I didn't, sorry, Lori, it's just horrible reading tonight. With Kathy's information, I'm pretty sure of it. Just email her and call her. Do both. Bug her. I don't have the cabin count, so I don't know what's left. We held a total of 20 cabins to begin with. I promise you I have sent out at least, if not more than 20 emails, but not everybody has called and or contacted her yet. So I don't know what's left. Now, that being said, we can always
We
get,
can get
more cabins. They just might not be at the prices that we originally published in the original video. And just so you know, I can look these up here. Hang on. The inside cabins are 4Bs. It is $772.65 per person. The ocean views are 6Ls. They are $972.65 per person. And the balconies are $1,202.65 per person.
Which category are the balconies?
The balconies are 8Bs as well.
8Bs.
Okay. Now, those are prices. If you go to Carnival, like call Carnival, forget the group for a second. And I say, I want an 8B, it's going to be $1,202.65 per person. And that's what it costs. All right. So, however, I know people like get different deals and different offers, whether you're a casino, this or this, that, or whatever. And we apologize. But if you want to be part of the group and the group activities and the things that we're going to do for and with you, you have to book into the group. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's just the only way to make that right for everybody. Okay. And again, we'll be doing all group things. We will be doing something special for just Patreon members and stuff. We'll have one night for just that. And we're going to have a great time. But I'm going to have to dream up some good, fun stuff.
Yes.
Right. So, and that's usually when my best stuff comes to me, oddly enough, is when I'm dreaming. I'll wake up and I'll sit up and I'm like, wow. And she'll be like, what? I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, pretty good. And stuff comes to me when I sleep. I don't know. It's going to be so much fun. Yes, it is, yes. Antonio. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Okay, cool. Thank you. Not a problem. Yeah, and again, I created a flyer. Did we put the flyer up on YouTube? I'm on YouTube. Up on Facebook?
I don't know if you did or not.
Because I know that...
I've had very limited access to Facebook, so I have no clue.
I know Angela wanted a flyer, so I emailed a flyer. Because, Lori, I know that you had a bunch of people in your group that may want to attend as well. So pass Kathy's information. If they want, like, you can also send them the link to the group video. There's a video on our channel where we announce the actual thing. So if they want information about it. Mm-hmm. So anyway. Macrina says, yes, it was a Regal Princess we heard in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
With the Love Boat song. Nice. And Bev says she can upgrade the cabins too. Yeah, the prices we gave you, those are just for the 8Bs. If you're like, you know what? I want a suite. Do whatever y'all want to do. Those are just the lowest priced cabins we could get to be put into a group. Oh, there it goes again. I swear I am gonna throw this camera off the ship.
Oh my goodness!
Why is it on?
I don't know. I don't know how it's turning itself on. You turn it off manually, but those hand signals, man. I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know what I'm doing either. Go away. Go away. Yeah, I don't. Hand. Left hand, right hand. I don't know. I'm going to play with it later because it's just so frustrating. And it's moved again and it's zoomed out.
Oh, hello.
Here we go. Oh, okay. My Lord. Okay. Yes. So she can upgrade the cabins. Anything that you wanted. Just and yes, there are less expensive cabins as we were talking about. You can look at that.
What is that?
I don't. It's literally following my hand.
No, it's not. That's just that's weird.
Yeah, it is absolutely the freakiest thing ever. Of course, I turned off. See, well, y'all can see where we're at now. we're sitting right here. Tracking's off. It's the craziest thing. With tracking off, it's not supposed to follow the hand signals.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway. How am I going to talk if I can't move my hands?
I know.
I'm going to sit on them.
On your hands.
I'm going to sit on them.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on them. It's going to be rough. I got to operate the computer. Well, I need hands for that.
Then sit on it right when you're done.
Macrina says the Vista class ships, that's Horizon, is the next size down from the XL class ship. Yeah, isn't it like 138,000, 140 tons, something like that?
Yeah,
It's
they're pretty
good.
big.
Yeah.
They're decent sized.
There's a ghost in the cabin, says Patricia. No, it's just
Technology.
yeah.
Yeah.
It loves Mrs. Tallman, but it's not following Mrs. Tallman.
It's following that pile.
Following your mascot as it's your fault. But it's not. It was on the duo over here in the chair.
That's too funny.
If I were Pell, I would focus on at least 2. Now that I can agree with, but it's not. Maybe if I do this over here, it will.
Oh
keep
my
waiting
gosh,
on
you guys
Antonio.
are too funny.
Yeah, she just sits there and laughs. By the way, have any of you gone back and put up any of our videos and watched it 2 times fast to hear her sound like a chipmunk? Has anyone done that yet?
If you haven't, you should. It's really funny.
It's great stuff, guys. It's great stuff. You might have to sit on your hands. You're in a timeout.
Yeah.
No, but I
Put it
can't,
down. Put it down. Put it down.
I can't put the comment up there with my nose. That doesn't work. I can't use my foot because I'll put it through the computer. It's going in and out of focus too. Anyway, so I'm just going to try to keep my hand as low as possible. Spooky. No, it's a camera that it's got hand signals, which is real nice because if you're a solo person, it's off in the distance. You can use hand signals to tell it what to do. So to follow you or zoom in or zoom out and stuff. So it's a cool thing, but I have it turned off. It's right there. It says tracking off. So it shouldn't be following me.
It shouldn't be, but I mean, that being said, this is the first time we've used this camera the way that we're using it.
No, it's not.
It's not?
No, the last time we had this problem is because we were using this camera. We don't have this problem with Hal.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But this
Okay.
is the nicer camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Mascot. You're the one that called it a mascot, not me.
We called it a big pile.
Yeah, I'm not
Big
sure.
steaming pile.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've ever dreamed of having a big steaming pile of as our mascot. Join the Tollman Clan. We give out big, hot, steaming piles of for your pleasure. From the SS False Advertising. Oh, maybe I should go stand up.
You need to sit on your hands.
I'm talking about comedy.
Comedy? Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
I was listening to that dude last night
Oh, I know.
after the fact.
Yes.
You know, it's weird. I've actually, in my entertainment career, I've gotten to hang out with a lot of people you would probably know and see on TV, and it just anyway. And most comedians are just generally funny all the time, right? You know, when you're backstage, you're not on, you're off, right? The camera's not on, you're not in front of people, you're just going to be the normal you. And most comedians are just quick and witty and this and that.
He was cranky.
Yeah.
He was cranky.
Yeah, he was. I've met a couple now of the cruise ship comedians that are they just don't seem to be
You would never
funny
guess they were
when
comedians.
you're off.
You would never guess they were
No,
comedians.
you wouldn't. However, I spoke to a couple people over the past 2 days. Somebody just this afternoon who has seen all 3 of the comedians on the ship, and he said they were all really funny. So it's interesting how they can turn that part of themselves on and off, right? When you're on, you're on. When you're off, you're off. But I don't like us. We're never on or off. We're just us. I'm the same.
There are many times when we're like this, though.
Well, yeah. I mean, if
We just, we turn the whole everything's
off.
Yeah.
Right? And just we're recharging the battery
we're
or whatever
just
you want to say.
quiet.
Yeah. Like I'll go sit outside in a chair and I could sit there and just say nothing and play a game on my phone or whatever and just zone out and relax. But there's other times it's like, hey, whatever it is. You'll figure that out when you're on the group cruise with us.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be like this 24/7. There'll be some times where you should just sit and be like,
You'll see me sitting at a table just, with this blank expression on my face. You'll be like, Lisa, are you okay? I'll be, oh, hey.
just
off.
Hang on. Let me. There we go. It was a little love tap.
It felt like Gibbs from NCIS. Whack.
Okay. Patricia says, you guys are too cute. Why, thank you. You got to be talking about this one, not me. Do it with your nose. Sure is funny.
Right. I agree. You actually did. You got
Did
it.
I put it back up?
You did.
Oh, good
Nice
God.
job.
Yeah. It became the mascot when you left it on the hood of your truck for the drive. I forgot it was up there.
Who was that for? I don't even remember. Was that for Danny? It had to have been for Danny.
It was for Danny.
It had to have been for Danny.
I put it on the front of the hood of the truck. Bite your tongue, Antonio. Sounds like the SS. Nope, the SS false advertising. Group cruise T-shirts with poop emojis.
Oh no. Yeah, no.
Come join the Tall Man Clan, where our doesn't stink.
How about mine doesn't stink? Does yours?
Our shows might be full of but we're not.
Worst t-shirt designs ever.
Oh, God. Thank God the buffering has stopped. That's me, not
Oh my
the neighbors.
goodness.
Oh, we're all getting those off times on a cruise. It can't always be hilarious. Yeah, I've learned this throughout my life of being an entertainer. I mean, there's some times where you just have to turn off. And I don't mean change your personality, but literally, you just have to stop. And you have to stop talking, stop thinking. The body has only so much energy before you need to sleep. And so you have to learn how to use it, if you will. So, look,
Yeah,
what are you doing?
It's
Stop it, pal.
Well, you're doing this, so it's coming in and going out.
I'm not moving at all. Look, I'm literally not moving. But it did its thing twice.
It did.
Anyway, so I learned years ago. It just, I won't say I taught Lisa, but it's just there are times where you have to sit down, stare off into space, just turn off, conserve the batteries a little bit, maybe do a little bit of a recharge. So yeah, Justina, don't worry about it. I got this. Just, y'all stop getting ahead of yourself. Just relax. I got this. Told you. It's me epic. Promise.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We all travel. We can sit and do a travel short. I'm not sure. I don't think 30 seconds is enough time for all of you. Charles is like, I knew a couple where she never was quiet. He told us once he looked for her off switch and she didn't have one. Yeah, some people don't know how to turn off. We do not want a repeat of the poop cruise. No, definitely not. But it's a difference if it's, cruise.
Yeah.
Different cruise.
Yeah.
I'm dying laughing. My stomach hurts. I am so glad we could be here for you. Join TMC because we're the... That might work too. I do about you, but mine doesn't. I do. I don't know about you, but mine doesn't. Oh, we have gone down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, we're
Squirrel!
good at that. We're good at that.
Well, it's just so nice to be back.
It is, right?
Look,
days. It's been days.
Yes, very, very frustrating for me, y'all.
Yeah.
You have no idea. I walk around the ship at night cussing and thin air. Just people must think I'm possessed or something. Walk around the ship and I stop somewhere. I bring up the phone and I'm testing speed. And I walk somewhere else. I think I deleted them all now. I at one time I had probably close to 20 speed tests on the phone. I was taking screenshots. No, I only have a couple of them left. And it's not going to focus. It's actually in reverse, but you can see it says 2.19. Again, I know it's reversed. I apologize, but yeah, 2.19. I've got still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 9 of them still in there that I got to delete. But I had a bunch of them. We did walk around and try to find, some spot that was, and it was all the same. Yeah. So it's good to have you guys in just about real time.
It is.
Normal time.
Yeah. So I guess we might have to stay in the room then.
Yeah. So tomorrow night, we're gonna start the broadcast 10 minutes early, guys. Okay? We're gonna start it at 10 till 9. We go 5 minutes early every night anyway. We post that we're gonna be on at 9. Literally, the show will start at 9. But we turn it on 5 minutes early to let everybody come in. Okay? And so tomorrow, we're gonna do it 10 minutes early. Okay? So come in. I know if you're just come in and let it run. Okay?
Yeah.
We need to get the thing moving so YouTube does its thing. But we'll get and let that 10 minutes go by so we can hopefully get past the B word. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So tomorrow again, St. Martin for us. We'll probably get off for just a few minutes and do the same thing. Check out the port area. Which is about what we did today, because we do like to report back to you guys what it's like in the port area. If you don't want to go on an excursion, you want to get it for a few minutes and hang out. What it's like. Is there stuff to do or is there nothing? There's some place you go. There's a beach that's part of the port area.
Yeah.
Haven't seen any of those in these 3, but
no, we haven't.
No.
But lots of shopping. St. Kitts was shopper's paradise.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I don't think we told them if you guys go to St. Kitts, go shopping. Oh my gosh. We got 4 embroidered T-shirts, a gift for our grandson, 3 hats, and a flag for under $80.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, the 3 shirts were embroidered. You saw the one that I was wearing yesterday. So I got 2 shirts. She got 2 shirts, all embroidered. That was 50 of the bucks right there.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time you bought an embroidered T-shirt for $12.50?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
the last one that we bought was $25, I believe.
Yeah. It was like half that price. It was amazing. And it wasn't like it was an unbelievable blowout sale. They were closing their doors and you had to get rid of it. And they had stock of everything. It was great. And it wasn't like, again, the odd thing. Oh, my gosh, they happen to do have it my size. No, there's stacks of the stuff.
3 and 4 of each size and each color. And
that we saw on the shelf out. If you want some swag, merch and stuff from St. Kitts, the prices were fantastic.
Yeah. We noticed when we were actually getting off the ship and walking into the port area, how many people were coming back with bags of stuff. Yeah. And we were like, ooh, man, shopping must be really good here. And then we went into the stores and we're like, ooh, shopping's pretty good here.
Now, the shopping that we did was close to the exit area of the port.
Yeah.
Okay, we didn't go to the first ones. We didn't do this on purpose either. We had no intentions of buying anything.
No.
At all.
No, we went in because we collect flags for every country that we go to. My dad started this years ago. And so we went in looking for a flag and saw the T-shirt prices and the shirts and the quality and everything. And we were like, ooh, maybe we'll get some new shirts then.
So we did.
Yeah.
A bunch. So Anyway, so there you go. All right, so we are going to run and we are going to pray that tomorrow will be just like this. We're going to start the stream 10 minutes early, so it'll be a 10-minute countdown instead of a 5-minute countdown. Oh, that means I got to put together more music.
Yeah.
Ugh. And hopefully that will be enough time to let the bee go by and catch up.
Yeah.
Okay?
And then just fast forward.
That's right.
Yeah.
And tomorrow's Sunday, so you got nowhere else better to be than come hang with us tomorrow night, right?
Go to church.
Yes, and then come hang out with us.
Yes.
Tomorrow night. Well, church is in the day. I said tomorrow night. And bring all your friends. Let's have a big one tomorrow night, all right? So until we see you all tomorrow night, y'all be safe.